Work now? Ego searching. Now there's a Nakano bulletin board. Okay. I have no idea where said bulletin board is. Oh, this one? The bulletin board is packed with people's grievances. I hear strange groans during the night. I saw a monster shadow inside Nakano Broadway. Dark things are happening more and more. What's going to happen to it? That detective agency's gotta be behind this. I'll just pretend I didn't read that last part. Hey, we've got another case to tackle. Hope you're ready for another day of hard... Hold on, what's this about a bulletin board? The people are saying this place is taking a turn for the weirder, alright? Sounds like the residents have a lot of pent-up frustration that they're letting out now. We definitely aren't liking in people who got it out for us. Once you're a bad apple in their eyes, you're always one, even if you're innocent. Let's see what we can do to clear our good name, wouldn't you say? What do you say? I have one case. Broadway. Solve them with these guys, solve with him. Oh, these guys. Okay. Hi. Hey there, May. You're early today. Of course, when we heard you had something intriguing to share with the club, how could we not rush on over? May, calm down. You sound a little overeager. Sorry, detective. She's a little worked up. That's May for you, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And I see it's all the same gang from our Shibuya experiment earlier as well. Color me surprised to see you all still part of the Occult Club. Takes guts to stay around after what happened in Shibuya. That's all on May. After that experiment, she really started devoting herself to running the club. She's practically on fire. Yep, I owe it to all of you now. That I know there are really strange mysteries like that lurking around the world. Just don't say I didn't warn you if you get caught up in something serious one of these days. Oh, I'm doing this research precisely to prevent that from ever happening. You have to know what you're up against to survive. Everyone knows that. Anyway, I'm sorry to call you out here when you're so busy as it is. No, it's perfectly fine, I promise. When we hear the occult is afoot somewhere, we can't help but come running as fast as we can. That's our job as the Occult Research Club. Well, I appreciate your vigor. Still, that being said, Tokyo has more than its fair share of occult phenomenon going on these days, so why bother coming over to our neck of the woods? Well, when you put it like that, isn't it obvious? Nakano is leagues apart from anything else you would call an occult mecca around here. Exactly, I couldn't have put it better myself, Kenji. That's just what I'd hope for out of the vice president. Haha, aw, May. Yeesh, Kenji, you're not exactly doing us any favors getting her all hyped up even more, you know? Well, with that said, all sorts of weird, unusual things go down here in Nakano. I mean, there's the bleeding mural that's said to have blood gushing out of the mouths and eyes in the lobby on the first floor. Okay, eyes in the lobby. On the first floor lobby. Why did you need to say lobby twice? For starters. Then there's the skeleton pool home to a pile of abandoned corpses that turn to bones overnight. Rumor also has it that late at night there are people clad in white flying over the roof with holding a hidden sabbat while holding. And then you've also got a mysterious fish rains that have poured down over Nakano for ages, foretelling imminent misfortune. All of these things remain unsolved, so naturally, funny you should mention those specifically because I actually solved them all already. What? You did? You already solved them? What's this already talk? This is my home base, and as a detective, if you tell me something's weird is up, of course I'm going to look around. That's all the long past. Ah, why the long face? Didn't I say this case would be up your alley? As for your reward this time around, how about I give you guys my file with all the so-called supernatural cases I've worked on? Oh, then of course we'll do it. Tell us more. That's the spirit. I fully intend to make use of your club's unique expertise for today's case. As we've already discussed, Tokyo has become a real hotbed for supernatural, and it goes without saying that Nakano is no exception. The reports and complaints I've been getting from other tenants don't look like to be letting up anytime soon, and they've asked me to solve some. But even with my assistant on board, there are just too many for us to handle by ourselves. There are essentially 4 different odd phenomena going on around here that I want you guys to solve with your passion and young sensibility. 4 oddities. Okay, go on. First, I want to figure out who's behind three-legged Matthew, who wanders around these parts in search for something. Then I want you to look into the katakata who roams the floors of Nakano Broadway. After that, go look into the Reaper elevator, which ascends from the basement to the 4th floor at 2 a.m. And last but certainly not least, see what you can find out about Master Tip Tap, a spirit. Oh, those all sound great. This is going to be lots of fun work. I've given these legends their name based on their eyewitness accounts I've heard. Now it's up to you guys to solve Nakano's urban legends. Alright, what do you say? Will you go for it? Okay, this is exciting. I can't wait to get started. Everybody, we're heading to the K Cafe to formulate our plan on the double. May, wait up! Those two can't contain themselves. We'd better indulge them and head on over. Not like we have much of a choice. I think you get to take it easy now. You're joining up with them too. This might be a bit awkward to ask, but I've noticed your assistant kinda just zones out sometimes. Is everything alright? It's nothing too severe right now, but I can tell things are starting to get unstable with it. Their body control over data is slipping. Really? Seems to have even forgotten what's happened there. Well, now that we're into the night, our time has finally come to spring into action. Since we're here, we might as well start on the 1st floor. We're going through every floor and checking whether these strange things are actually taking place, right? Right, since the reports of three-legged Matthew seem to center around this floor, we'll start with that for now and go from there. Alright, let's get to work. Who wants to get stronger as team for Genko? Oh, that's the Royal Knight name. Nope, I did not realize that. Whatever. I don't expect to get any more of those right, to be honest with you. I figured out a little three-legged Matthew's backstory, so get this. 30 years ago, there was a popular and neat doll whose clothes you could swap out. Matthew was another doll who was her ex-boyfriend. Originally, he was described as being her fiancé, but another male doll that showed up later, Lance, a diplomat, became popular. At some point, Lance and Anita got hitched, and Matthew was regulated to the ex-boyfriend position. It turns out there is an epilogue of sorts to Matthew's story. After he lost Anita to Lance, Matthew went insane and attacked Lance, chopping his body up and sending the pieces to Anita. But things didn't go entirely according to plan when he tried to send the final piece to her, a single leg, because as it turned out, Anita was putting Lance's body back together using forbidden dark magic. What Matthew did in response was attach that final leg to his own body, abstinently in an effort to ensure Lance could never be revived. Ever since, he's apparently been walking around with much difficulty on 3 legs, roaming about here and there, forever searching for memories of the good old days he and Anita once had. Actually sounds really sad. I am a bit busy. Oh, so no, I cannot. Well, that sucks. Okay. You know, I think Makanta and Kinji made it for a cute pair, don't you? Oh, but don't tell them I said that, okay? Okay, that was not part of the case. Nakano Broadway at night feels really creepy. I mean, during the day there are some floors I didn't don't like visiting, but this is something else. Nothing really out of the ordinary here. Alright, then on to the second floor. Now to turn our attention to Karakara. Well, time's a wasting, off we go. I can't do anything about it. I wish there was a way to turn that off, to be honest. From what I can tell, Karakara is derived from the famous Tiki Tiki legend. Tiki Tiki is an apparition who lost her feet in a train accident. She can travel up to 150 kilometers per hour with just her arms, laughing as she pursues people. Katakata is therefore an altered form that Tiki Tiki came to adopt after many years. Somehow I still managed to talk to you instead of you. The name Tiki Tiki supposedly comes from the sound she makes when she moves with her arm. So where does katakana come from? Not sure why it gave me the same dialogue twice, even though I talked to a different person, but that's okay. I don't think anybody up against a spirit that could go 150 kilometers would have any hope of escaping. If you bump into it, it's game over. Manika's such a fraidy cat, but she still loves it when Kenji talks about the occult stories all passionately and stuff. Nothing to report here either. Yep, let's make our way up to the third floor. What do we run up to here, I wonder? Only one way to find out. Let's split up and search for clues. You seem totally bored, Lily. You're just shouting weird stuff now. Monica, how are things going with you and Kenji? How far are you two progressed? Tell me. What better time is there to start talking about love than in the middle of the night? If you happen to meet Katakana, she'll ask, "Need your legs?" And if you don't give her the right response, she'll run off with yours. What's the right response? It's, "I'm using them right now." She's surprisingly cooperative, it turns out. Oh hey, I think I figured out why it's called Katakata. Katakata originally lost her legs after falling onto the train tracks in Hokkaido, so maybe her name comes from the sound teeth make when shattering. Why isn't there anything special happening tonight? We've got one more floor to go. Surely there's something to find up on the fourth floor. Come on, let's head up for the elevator. Alright, come to us, O Reaper of the Elevator. Make thyself known before us. It's past 2 a.m. now. Why isn't thing showing up? I called out to it and everything, but there's no sign of it appearing at all. This sucks. I hate it. I just want to see the Grim Reaper at least once in my lifetime. Is that too much to ask? May, it's okay. There's still hope. Just keep it together. Wow, I never took her for the type to throw a tantrum when things go poorly. May, we're getting worried about you. Why don't you take a little break at the cafe? When we met up earlier yesterday afternoon, the owner said it was fine to use it as a break room. It shouldn't be locked. She's not going to listen to reason. I'm in favor of it. I'm beat. I could use a rest after all that investigating. We can't. There's still Kotsu to check. We just have to check everything again, top to bottom. There has to be something here. I just know it. Alright, we get it. Let's just go inside the K Cafe for a bit so we can reassess the situation. Sound good to you? There's nothing here. No ghosts, no spirits, no nothing. Oh, cheer up. Since when does the good stuff ever happen on the first day you do this sort of work? Well, I just want to see Matthew, Katakata, the Reaper Elevator, and Master Tip Tap. It's okay, May. Really. I'm sure something will come along soon. Really? You sure? Eep. What's wrong? Don't you guys hear it? You're right. Is that the elevator? Maybe it's Kyoko? But she's not the only resident here. Who could it be? Wait, maybe it's a cop. The sound just now. Did the elevator just arrive on this floor? It must have. It's the Reaper elevator. It came. I knew it was real all along. Tip tap, tip tap. Oh my god, that sound. Is that the Master Tip Tap? Cut, get that. Oh, now it's a different sound. Don't tell me it's... Ah! Ah! Oh, was that somebody's voice? What? What's going on? What are you kids doing here? We could ask you the same question. Why are you so late? Late? Missy, it's morning already. I always come in here to relax this time. Huh? But it's not even 4 yet. Well, actually, it makes sense. My grandpa tends to get up really early, too. Oh, I get it now. That's why the cake cafe owner had this place unlocked. It's so this guy can use it. Hey, what's wrong? Why am- wait, am I seeing what I think I am? Is that a third leg? What? What are you blathering about now, Kataka? Those dentures are making the chattering noise because they're misaligned? You also came from the elevator, which would make you the Reaper? Hey, who are you calling a Reaper? Then the tapping sound must have come from... No! Don't tell me this guy is the one behind all of the local urban legends here. You have to be. You have got to be kidding. Oh. May's mournful cries could be heard all throughout the building that night. So it looks like you guys came through and solved all the mysteries. I couldn't have asked for a better end result than what you found out. What's so good about it? It was all just because that old guy takes early morning walks. Perhaps, but as they say, truth is stranger than fiction. Get real here. Who could have ever seen any of this coming? Let me ask you something. While you were out running around solving mysteries, what were you picturing in your head? Did you see things in the pitch dark? Did you hear things in deafening silence? Personally, in my opinion, I'd say strong human imaginations are the key to engaging in supernatural research. I feel like I kind of get it, but I don't at the same time. Those are just my own thoughts on the matter. Don't read into it too deeply. Hopefully, having reached the conclusion that you guys have, it's given you some things to think about individually. Now, as promised, I believe you have my files to hand as your reward. Those won't be necessary. We'll solve those other mysteries ourselves through our own efforts. Our own efforts and our own boundless passion and imagination. That's a fantastic attitude to have. Kenji, that's actually kind of cool of you to say that. Perhaps I was out of line. If you insist that much, then I won't worry about. Oh no, we'll still gladly take them off your hands, Detective. What are you saying, May? Haven't you been paying attention to what's going on? So, do you mean to tell me you're not even a little interested in what's inside those files? Really, Manaka? Ah, well, maybe just a little. If you aren't, then I'll just go ahead and read them all by myself. Hey, that's no fair. Man, and here I was thinking I was acting cool for once too. Oh, Kenji, you did great. Don't let this get you down, just try harder next time. Well, I'm going to take off now. Catch you two later. Looks like it's just the two of us again. I didn't expect them to run off with only one of my files. Either way, we can report back to the other tenants that those issues have been taken care of. Hopefully that'll improve our standing a little. Those occult club kids are something though. They are growing up so fast. Maybe one of those days they'll start to be friendly rivals of yours. That'd be fun, right? Yes, Mom. What makes me drag my own old bones out here every morning, I wonder? This place feels really nostalgic to me for some reason, but I can't pinpoint the reason why. What the? Miko! Aw, it's so sad. Well, yeah, I can't really do anything about it. Peckmon and Stingmon, I believe. I don't want to turn that in just in case. I know I'm tired of the shirt. I know we haven't worn everything, but, you know. I don't remember what I've worn and what I haven't already. That was a lot of reading. Nope, nope, nope. That Stingmon, I believe, is max level. Ekmon. I don't think there was anybody else. It's always interesting how mysteries often can lead and tie into one another. But I digress. Great work as always. Get ready for another case soon. Accent forum? I guess I can do that really quick. Other than that, I'm assuming I have to go find the next quest. I think it's really stupid they can spawn in this area. Like, you could have made any other minigame. I'm gonna keep probably complaining about it, sorry. There's just so much more you could have done with it, and you decided to just do the same shit over and over again. Alright, so what am I doing? Pick on some cases. I haven't seen Pete in a while. I doubt he's left Nanako Broadway, but something has been troubling him. Go find him. Would he be in the cafe? Nope. Guess we'll go find this cat. Hey, we found the cat. Oh, it's you, huh? Do you know what I am? Because I don't. I don't feel anything at all. Not a thing. What happened? What? Pete disappeared right in front of you? Just come back here for now. A new case just came in that's cause for concern. It could be related to what you just witnessed. Oh, not gonna teleport me though. I gotta walk on my own two legs. I have been looking for so long, my Miko, my poor cat. Please find Miko. This case comes in from Old Man Mishuza. You might remember him as the one behind those urban legends you recently investigated with the Occult Club members. It well and truly is a small world out there, even when it feels bigger than ever in some ways. Anyway, he's tasked us with tracking down his cat. Frankly, during times like this, there's something to be said for a down-to-earth gig like this one. Mizushima said he'd be waiting for you at the K Cafe, although he didn't actually state when. It wouldn't hurt to go ahead and check things out at the cafe, so go do that. Okay. Oh, that's not the way to the cafe. This is... What? Feels like it stopped. I wonder if it was an earthquake. Welcome, grab a drink and have a seat and stay as long as you like. An earthquake? No, I didn't feel anything of the sort. So, old man Mishima's not there right now, alright? You originally met him there early in the morning, right? Might as well come back around the same time and see if he shows up. The next day, early morning. Let's head for the K Cafe. Old man Mizu is now his name. Should hopefully be there at this hour. And I get a message as soon as I run through a loading screen. I'm assuming it doesn't tell me who's maxed. Like while I'm in there either. Oops, not what I need. How do I know if they're maxed? Max is 40. Can I not go up or down? I really have to go to every single one. Okay, that's annoying. Nope. Wouldn't it just tell me maxed in here? No, it wouldn't. Okay, cool. Max is 40. You're maxed. And you can't do anything. Dodo. You're maxed. Can't do anything. Yao Greymon. You're maxed. I really wish it would say, so I don't have to check each individual fucking one. Geo Greymon. You're not maxed. Sunflora is maxed. And I think that's everybody. I'm gonna assume it's everybody. I really don't want to go down the entire lane. Okay, back to the quest. Cafe! Oh, it's you again. I've been waiting, you know. You stopped by yesterday afternoon, but couldn't find me? You must have just had bad timing, kid. I've been waiting here forever for you. What's done is done. But let's just let bygones be bygones and start searching now. Hi, Miko, you see, he's inside this wall here. Are you at the K Cafe right now? I'm picking up readings of really strong digital vibrations coming from the 4th floor. It's a really huge current coursing through there. My money's on that old time capsule being the cause of them. What's that, an earthquake? No, I can confirm it's definitely not. There's no movement here on the 1st floor. You're just sensing the intense digital wave. I don't want to know. It's better not knowing. Things are just as they are now. It's better if they don't change. Please stop. Don't wake me up from this. It's Miko. No, I'm Pete. Whatever you are, Miko, just come back to me. No, I can't. There's too much to ask of me. I'm not... Leave me alone. Let things stay just the way they are. I'm sorry, Miko. I'm so sorry. Did I finally get through to you again? The vibrations have stopped for now, but the digital waves are still as intense as ever. There's something big brewing in there. As suspected earlier, they're coming from that old vacuum tube computer inside the wall. The digital waves are just gushing out of there from the old intranet lines the computer is hooked up to. So much so, in fact, that they're forming a cybernetic ley line and a digital line of sorts. If this thing persists, it's only a matter of time before its effects are felt in the real world. I need you to go inside that vacuum tube computer and do what you can to stop it. I'm counting on you. Are you okay? I don't think he's okay. Ugh. I need a watch to, like, do that from anywhere. Such a pain. Please let me be. Don't wake me from this dream. What's going on with Pete? Only one way to find out. Oh. I still have my data team here. I do not need all of you. Zemo. Oh, this is a really big area. We might be in here for a minute. There's no quick. There's so much to check here. Are we still waiting for what's his name to get to 30? We are not. I don't know why the fuck I haven't evolved him yet. Shiny. I got some friendship. I wish I had friends. Oh, I could have skipped going that way. Why do you have to know who I really am? No response. Let's find Pete. Oh, I don't like how big this dungeon is, to be honest. If it's legitimately gonna be all of these, then I might as well swap my squares. Ah. Tabbed out. $160. Still no. 180 speed. 6 more levels for you, huh? You are gonna make that, right? Barely, but yeah, you'll make it. 250 attack. 30 more levels? You can swap. Lotus Mom. Needs 100%. So I don't need Talamon anymore. We have 4 squares technically still, because Antilamon's gonna digivolve to Vaccine. And then we have 2 of these, so we need another of those. We're at 70. And Antilamon. Oh. That. Anybody else need cam? No. We need another virus type. Virus type. Can't put him in the party because he's too big. Good digivolve him though. Oh, he still doesn't reach the correct level. Pokemon, Devimon. We can try Devimon. And try and get him to go into Yelzamon, maybe. He'll fit in the party. That's another black. Pokemon's a water? What can you digivolve into? I don't even know. Who else is a good virus type? Ardramon. Are you? We can go into fire here instead. We could try that. What? 110 attack? Oh, that's like one level. What? Yeah, he definitely has that, so okay. Oh, I need to throw somebody in there, huh? Okay. And if we don't like her, then we can just go back. That's definitely a unique typing that we don't have. And we'll fix Digimon up. What were we doing before I did all that nonsense? Looking for Pete, I believe. Oh. Probably Construction Part 1. Construction plans were announced in 1959, ultimately taking 7 years to complete. The reason for the lengthy duration was due to a major issue that routinely manifested throughout the process. During land leveling, underground water leaked, resulting in an immediate halt to any and all work within the area. A large lake formed and the site was left alone for a long time. Mysteriously, a large fish appeared, attracting fishermen. Records also indicate people bathed there in large numbers and that a child at one point drowned in the lake. Today something terrible happened. A strange Digimon appeared in the middle of my bed. It was so cold in there. Even when I tried calling out for help, nobody came for me. But these two detectives eventually showed up. Kyoko and me. Asked me who I was, but I said I didn't know, so Kyoko gave me a name. She decided to call me Pete because I am some sort of time capsule. Yes, Pete, that's my name. It made me so happy to have one. Names really are special things to have. Okay. Like, what happened, Pete? I'm traumatized. I'm assuming I need like 3 pieces or something. Maybe. Construction Part 2. No blueprints exist for NB. 1961 saw the Japanese government commence its income doubling plan in order to re-energize the post-war economy. In tandem with unemployment policies, public works projects flooded the country with major construction companies allotting huge budgets. Around 1962, one such project, the main route for the Shuto Expressway, was completed ahead of schedule. At this point, the attention turned back towards the NB. Idle laborers and resources were funneled into that area from central Tokyo, at which point work on the building commenced in earnest. It's likely that there wasn't enough time to even think of preparing proper blueprints for NB at that stage. Yoshoto really likes this girl named Yuki. He always sits me on his lap and tells me all about her. Everything is perfect about her, he says. Her singing, her dancing, her looks, everything. He says she's one in a million among idols. I can't do any of those things. I can't sing and I can't dance, but what I can do is curl up and fall asleep on Yoshoto's lap. I love doing that. I also just love hearing Yoshito talk to me so happily. Poor kitty. Oh, Philemon. I don't think we've seen that move yet. I don't know if I get the third one if I'll... Wasn't worth it. Construction Part 3, with no blueprints to draw upon, concrete was poured into rebar. It was erected tailored to the land around the site. When construction was concluded 4 years later, the final building had 3 underground floors, as well as 10 floors above ground. East Asia's greatest commercial building was therefore constructed on little more than sheer willpower. However, this came at a cost to some of the aspects of integrity. The escalator, for example, only connects to the first 3 floors. Most of the underground floors has also gone unused in the ensuing years. Those quirks are as a direct result of the circumstances surrounding the building's inception. Yoshido told me that he and his son have been to a World's Fair once. He said that the line to see the moon rocks was really long, so long it made them tired, but he said his son still had a good time. People also call Yoshito Chief Mizu. His full name is Yoshito Mizu. Yoshito is a big, important man in the computer room, but he doesn't get to go out with his son much. Glad they got to see the World's Fair. I wish I could have seen the World's Fair with Yoshito too, but he and I are always together in the computer room. So that's okay. I'm content. I guess it's more than just 3. Like, what happened? Oh, this is a very long hallway. Okay. There's one down there. Part 4. In most cases, large commercial buildings are run by their owners, who control everything from PR to tenants and internet bylaws. VW was an exception to that rule from the very start. Shop and residential spaces alike were sold piecemeal. People who bought their real estate inside the building were then free to utilize it however they pleased. Because of this, soon after NB opened, shop owners and residents started remodeling work on their respective stores and apartments. In the end, this meant that formal blueprints for NB weren't drafted until 8 years after the building was originally completed. Even in those early days, the building's layout had already become too unwieldy for anyone to fully grasp at that stage. Yoshido always had me sitting on his lap, petting my head all nice and gently. I love Yoshido. Yoshido always calls me Miko. Miko is a girl's name, but Yoshido gave it to me, so I love it. What's wrong with a girl's name? This is a very big dungeon. And my voice is on its last leg. I don't remember which way I've gone already. I thought I already went this way. I never went first one. Oh, I did it. Like, I never went to the first one, I don't think. No, I did not. Glad they don't care what order. That move hurts no matter what typing. I guess the nipple blasters are too high DPS. Part 5. The basement of Broadway once housed a vacuum tube computer within its walls. It has been brought into the building after the end of World War II by war criminals who evaded arrests, shielding from the prying eyes of MacArthur HQ. The vacuum tube computer's purpose in those days remains a mystery. Possible it could have been utilized for such things as mathematical computations or code breaking, but such speculation is unconfirmed. As time went on, there was eventually nobody left to carry on the original purpose set forth for the terminal. At that point, the computer was apparently buried inside a wall somewhere. It's dark in here. All dark, I can't see a thing. I'm okay being in the dark, I'm not scared of it or anything, but it's never been this dark before. Yoshido's not here. I don't even smell him. I can't go back outside. Yoshido, where are you? Yoshido? Yoshido? Please sit me on your lap and pet my head again. Yoshido, Yoshito. Now you know who I really am. I'm... So it's begun, though I have to say this is a bit more than what I bargained for. If this keeps up, our building's going to collapse for sure. Who am I? Anybody tell me. Who am I? Pete must be in that old vacuum cube computer. Pete? No, that's not right. That's not right. I don't know if I have to tell him every single one. Poor thing. It's like Pete is Miko, Miko is Pete. Yeah, that's right. My name is Miko. Yoshido is my friend. Pete is your friend. Yoshido's calling out for me. He's been looking for me this whole time. He found me. Yoshito. Ooh, looks like the tremors have stopped just in the nick of time, too. That's my assistant for you. You've done well. Now I don't have to worry about my broken coffee cups. Miko, it's really you. Yoshida, I'm sorry. You've been waiting for me for so long. I'm the one who should be apologizing here, Miko. I'm the one who left you alone this whole time. I'm so sorry, my friend. No, it's okay, really. You don't have to be sorry. I know you've been waiting for me since the day you had to go. Oh, Miko. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, I'd never have lived to see Miko with my own eyes again. I should probably explain. You see, back when the vacuum tube computer room was still around, I lived here in this building away from my family. That computer room was where I used to work. The only family I ever had with me that whole time was Miko here. Talked with Miko about everything there, my memories of my family, Yuki, anything to help keep my loneliness at bay in there. He would join me in the computer room, and we spent many hours together over the years. Eventually, they closed down the room and sealed the whole thing with a thick wall, like it was there. It was never there to begin with. It was around that time that I lost Miko too. I couldn't find him wherever I looked. I had a bad feeling about where he might have ended up, and came back here who knows how many times to rescue him. But in the end, I couldn't do anything for him. I gave up, and over time nearly forgot about him. Before I knew it, it had been decades since we'd last been together. I can't thank you enough for making this happen. We couldn't have been reunited without you, kid. Thank you so much. Now we can go back to living together again. Thank you. I'll never ever forget this day. My voice hurts. I see, nice work. I can only imagine how hard it was, but you did a really good job. So our Pete was actually a cat named Maiko, sealed deep inside along a wall that the old vacuum tube computer was from the American occupation days. And somehow, using the building's internet, or rather the power of its ley line, he merged with the computer and became a Digimon. That old cat's had a hell of a life. Wouldn't you agree? We can't say for sure what the actual assimilation process entailed, but at this point we know it better than to doubt it happened. It's amazing just how much and yet how little the digital and real worlds are siphoned off from one another. I imagine the reason Pete showed up again after all those years is because of the digital wave and abnormalities we've seen. But you know, there's still one thing about the whole story that bugs me a little. You mentioned that towards the end, old man Mishima said, now we can go back to living together again, right? What do you think he meant by that? Not only that, but in the case you solved earlier where he was the one behind the urban legends, how did he keep breaking into the building? Let's assume for the sake of argument that he somehow had access to an entrance that let him come and go at the timing he did. If he'd physically been getting into the building so much that way that he was being reported, you'd think something would have gone differently. Got any theories you'd like to propose, Yoshido? If we looked into his backstory, we might be able to find our answers pretty easily. What do you think? Should we dig a little more? Please leave us be. Don't go looking for us. Ah, that's understandable. Then it's probably best we do not indeed let sleeping dogs lie. Alternatively, we could let the Occult Club kids know about this. I bet they'd have a real field day going after it. I mean, they came face to face with a real... You know what I mean. Nah, let's keep it to ourselves. Not all mysteries in this world need to be solved. Seneca Broadway brings many things together. The spirit world and the world of the living, the normal and the surreal, and now the physical and the digital. Really, nothing is impossible in the crazy hole in the wall we call home. case is just dead. At this point. A memory up. Well, looks like it's just you and me again here. The couches look so empty without Pete around. Better get more clients to keep them warm. God, I can't fucking breathe. Take on some more cases. Take on cases where? Oh my god, now I have nothing left to do. I literally walked out the doors. Hey. Sorry, but I'm in a bit of a hurry. I have a message for you. Come to Odalia. Sidu said that the weakened Examon will be headed back there. It's your chance to defeat Examon. Help Soto. Listen up though, come alone. Don't tell Kyoko or anyone else, just you. See you later. Okay. Bye, Arata. What the fuck? At this point, I think I'm just gonna have to end. And yes, the cat case tore me up a little more than it should have because I lost a cat to poison. And kids were really mean and poisoned my cat when I was younger. Lost my cat when she was very... She was an outdoors cat. And the smaller kids in the area decided to give her something she shouldn't have eaten. So she's not around anymore. And that whole story made me upset. As well as I can't breathe anymore. Because I've been literally reading for the past like 3 hours. Like, holy crap. Oh. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Yeah, I still don't know what to do with Digimon. I could just do this, see what it gets. Oh my god, I forgot to use the damn memory up first. It's so aggravating. Oh, now I can hold it. Fucking. Oh, now I have to go get him out of here, wherever the fuck he went. No. I don't know where he went. There he is. Oh, we can do yellow. I don't know who that is, but... Maybe I-80? Well, he's got the SP for this. We can try and do that. Lotus is done. He's gonna be Diaboromon, but he needs max ABI, which he doesn't have. Or Growlmon. 80 ABI. You don't have enough ABI? How much do you have? 60? So we'll also need to work on his ABI. Saber is done. Kirby is done. 145. So 25 more levels. So that's doable. 250. That's like 30 levels, I think we said. So everybody's getting up there, I guess. 80 ABI. I really would like the different typing, so we'll probably just go for this one. I don't know what it is, but we'll figure it out. Nope. Okay, then we're good for today. So we'll end it now. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye. Yeah.